welcoming you to chair yoga for the care of Waldenstroms. I've been chatting with the folks who are here live, and we have about 20 people here from all over the place. And I've asked them, what did you come to yoga for today? And we've got a lot of answers. So we've got peace, unwinding, motion, a little bit of somebody's feeling a little dizzy, so the opposite, undizziness, energy, stretching. And so a couple of us are also reporting that we're feeling a little extra tired today. So we'll be addressing that. And this class is for you. It's tailored to you and, whatever state of being you're in when you show up. Yes, I love that, Karen, just writing in community. This community exists solely because of your ongoing participation. So I want to get started right away with just some arm movements. Some of us recovering from infections. And so this is a simple thing you can do. Maybe you don't have a lot of energy one day. And this is just one thing you can do. We're going to do some arm salutes. So I'll take my arms down at my sides. And I'm going to inhale my arms out and up. And exhale my hands down to heart center. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhaling, arms rising out and up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. We are reaching up and grabbing a little slice of whatever it is we need. Some energy, perhaps. Breathing in. Grabbing onto that slice of peace. Bringing it into the heart. And maybe closing the eyes here and getting into a little bit of a slow flow with the breath at the foreground. You're welcome in whatever state of being you're in today. We're going to take it one breath at a time. Let's see if we could do 3 more arm salutes. Pumping the lymph fluid, getting the blood flowing. And getting mindful. Reaching up one more time. Bringing the hands to heart center, and if it's in your practice, closing the eyes today and just widening out your awareness to all the fellow members of your Waldenstrom's community, knowing that you're not alone. And that is one reason why this class is therapeutic, because you're in a space with other people who share your rare diagnosis. It's like being in a room full of unicorns. So I'll leave you with that. And we can rub the hands together. If you're wearing glasses today, you might like to take the glasses off just for a moment. And I'm going to take those palms, which I've infused with compassion towards myself. Sometimes that's a little hard to get that going. And I'm going to cup my palms over my eyes. My eyes working so hard every day and giving those eyes a break. Just going to roll the eyes around a little bit. My feet are resting on the earth, anchoring down. And from here, I might just take a moment to massage anywhere on my face, my neck, my shoulders. I like to sort of smooth out the brow, which kind of collects a little bit of tension, or maybe go around the jawline. Some of us caring for jaw tension. And I'm just arriving, and it might take me a little while to get here. And then bringing maybe my hands to my shoulders and just taking the temperature of a soft tissue of my shoulders or anywhere, the pec muscles. Getting in there and giving yourself a little bit of self-care. Self-care is not selfish. think you know that because you showed up for yoga today. All right. And then I want to practice a few more arm stretches, and we're going to get into the bee's breath today a little bit. Humming, and I'll explain a little bit more about the benefits of that in a moment. But I want to get some movement, a little more movement in the body. So I'm going to bring my right arm out to the right. I just love this one. I'm going to bring lots and lots of space between the fingers, as wide as my palm can go. And then I'll close my fist around my thumb and drop my knuckles down. Big wrist stretch. Welcoming you, Diane. Inhaling and lifting that palm, spreading the fingers wide. Exhaling and dropping the fist down. Taking one more breath in. You got it, Gordon. Breath out. All right, and while we're here, I'm going to keep this arm lifted just a little bit longer. Tip my left ear over to the left and begin to bring a little motion into my arms, into my shoulder, that right side. Got it, Cheryl. And we're just letting this circle come down. Imagine those little spirals that your hand would make if you were leaving a trail behind. And then I'm going to tuck my arm behind my back or rest my hand on my hip. And I'll just turn my chin down and take a couple easy breaths in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. One breath at a time. Releasing up and back to center. We can stretch that left arm out. Lots of space between the fingers, as wide as you can make them. And then we'll curl that fist around the thumb and drop the knuckles down. It's beautiful, Renee. Lifting and spreading on the inhale. Exhaling, curling the fist down and under. Last one, breathing in. Breathing out. And then I'm going to keep my palm lifted and tilt my right ear over to the right and begin to make those little curly cues. What color would the light be, that little trails that your hand would leave behind? I'm feeling a magenta today. The arm coming down, 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 little by little by little. And then I'll tuck my arm behind my back and just peek down at my right shoulder and take an easy breath in, sigh it out. And one more like that. And relaxing on the exhale. And then we can come back to center. So taking exquisite care of ourselves today. I'm going to ask you to just move your mind to the part of your body that feels like the center of your being. And this might be a very hard thing to even think of. But I could close my eyes and I could move my mind to what feels like the center of me, and I could rest my hand there. And it might actually be two places that, I sort of oscillate between a couple different places that feel like the center of me. So you could rest your hand or hands on an area that feels like center. I'm going to take some breaths and fill up the center with your breath. And relax from the center. Filling up the center with your breath. And relaxing from the center outward. And one more easy breath into the center of you. Radiating that relaxation outwards. And then we'll begin to create a humming sound like that of a bee, and see if you can feel this vibration emanating from the center of you. Breathing in through the nose and with the mouth closed on the exhale. For one more breath. And then we can just relax the hands down into the lap, blink the eyes open, and begin to come back from wherever we just were. I know I can go kind of far away there. I'm going to now combine my sound vibration, which in and of itself is very healing, with some movement. So some of you came asking for stretching, you came asking for motion and energy, and I feel like this combines a lot of those things along with centering and peacefulness. So we're going to do our Brahma Mudra, and that is a series of neck and head movements. I just did a cribble across myself. That's the way our head's going to be moving. And we're going to be making vowel sounds. Ah, ooh, ee, and you don't have to do this. You can change it up. You can do something different. But I'd like you to observe if any one of these sounds feels really good to you or feels better to you. Okay, so we're just going to start. We're going to drop right into it. So I'm going to breathe and bring my chin to the right as I exhale back to center. Ah. Inhale, chin to the left. Exhaling back to center. Ooh. Inhale, lifting the chin up a little bit. Exhaling to center. E. Inhale, tucking the chin down. Exhaling back to center. Continuing, inhale to the right, exhale to center. Ah, nice and slow. Inhaling to the left, to center. Ooh. Inhale, chin lifting up. Coming back to center with an E. Inhaling, tucking the chin. Exhaling back to center. And we'll take this one last time. It's beautiful, Margaret. Inhaling to the right. Ah. Inhaling to the left. Ooh. Inhaling, lifting. E. Last one, inhale, tucking the chin. And then just taking a moment and maybe returning to that one vowel sound which felt really good to you and making 3 of those. And you can change it. Maybe mine is an ooh, maybe mine is an ah. I'm not going to make a sound because I don't want to throw you off. I want you to find your sound that feels good. Beautiful. For maybe one more breath, one more vowel sound. All right. Really nice, guys. This is just a really short little thing that you could do on your own. Getting, relaxing the muscles in the neck and kind of connecting with your vibration. I'm going to take a seat a little bit farther back. Feel free to take a sip of water if you're feeling dry in the mouth. And we'll get rolling, get rocking and rolling here. Okay, so opening the arms wide out to the sides, palms facing forward if you have a shoulder issue. and you want to drop one arm lower than the other or skip one arm, that's totally fine. I'm going to bring my arms back just a little bit more and see if I could lift my chest up to the heavens. Lifting my chest up to the heavens, I'm looking for energy today. I'm looking for some revitalization. So back bending, very, very gentle arching of the back is recommended. I'm taking a breath in, and now I'm going to do a counter pose, right? I'm going to interlace my fingers and just pull my arms away from my body a little bit. Breathing in, opening wide, arching the back. Energy is welcome. Exhaling, interlacing, and pulling the arms away from the body. All in this together. Inhaling, heart lifts, and exhaling, interlace, pull the arms away from the body. And then I'm going to just press my palms away and juice up my fingers. Juicing up my fingers. And then I could roll the wrists, infinity symbol or figure 8. Beautiful. All right, and then I'm taking my stance a little bit wider. If you're caring for hip issues, maybe you do not go as wide today. You know who I'm talking to. I'm going to bring my arms out to the sides, and my elbows are bent, and I'm in a strong goddess pose, seated goddess pose. So I have an awareness of the center of my being here. The center is what's holding it all together. And then I'm going to flick my fingers off the edges of my palms, like I'm flicking water away. And I'm getting faster and faster as I do this. I'm just flicking that imaginary water off the end of my fingertips, so you can see I'm just getting faster. And this is a lot of work. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down. Take a breath. You got it, Diane. Beautiful. All right. Again, a little bit of a wide stance, arms out to the sides. And now I'm just swishing my wrists. Nice and slow and lazy to start. Then I might try to bring a little more control in my wrists. And I might get a little bit faster and faster. And now I'm as fast as I can possibly go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down. Feel all of that vitality in the upper body. It's a beautiful thing, friends. Now I'm just going to slide my right hand up my right rib cage and lean to the left here. And I'm going to breathe into my right rib. See if I could lift my rib with my breath, one breath at a time. You got it, Beth. Beautiful. And then I'm coming back to center, sliding my left hand up my left rib cage. Seeing if I could lift up that rib with my breath. And one more. That's beautiful. All right, option to stay doing what we were doing or incorporate the arms. So I can lift my right arm up and over. I'm anchoring down through my feet, through my seat, stretching up through my right fingertips, and then releasing back to center and seeing how this side feels, making any modifications. So I'm stretching the left side body. You got it, Catherine. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale back to center. And then I'm going to take one more on each side. Releasing, moving at my own pace. Coming back to center and bringing both arms out to the sides. And I'm going to point my torso over to the right side. Swing back to center. Point the torso to the left. I could even do this with my elbows bent if I'm lacking in space, right? I have a little limited space here. So I'm just twisting really, really gently to the right and to the left. And getting some lubrication into my spine. So you can feel that spine waking up. And I might take one more to the left and come back to center, give myself a hug. Many of us still spending much of our days in isolation. We might not have access to hugs as much as we maybe used to. So I'm going to give myself a hug and I'm going to really drink that in. That is nourishment for me. And then releasing from there. Yep, I believe it. I believe it, my friends. And I'm going to step my right foot in, and step my left foot in. Stepping both legs out, right? Taking care here, Ginger. Maybe it's just a little bit. Stepping in and out, doing what feels best. Maybe it's just one side, stepping in and out. And I can feel my core strength, feel the center of my being, holding it all together. Got it, that's looking good. One more out, and then we'll come in, and we're just going to stretch that right leg out. I've got a nice straight leg here, my heel is resting on the earth, and I'm going to pump that foot down as far as I can go, and peel the toes back up towards the face as far as I can go. So I'm pumping my foot, and I might have forgotten to breathe. Yes, that's me too, friends. Always forgetting to breathe. And then I take a gasp for the air. So just pumping the foot up and down a few times, working out the kinks, and then switching it up when I'm ready, left leg long, heel on the earth, pressing that foot down as far as I can go and lifting it up. And if you're caring for ankle injuries, obviously you're going to modify this and take good care. So we don't get the benefits of yoga by just practicing every once in a while. We need to practice with devotion to receive the benefits of the yoga. And the benefits of yoga are many, right? We can strengthen our bones, we can manage our stress levels, we can improve our balance. So many great side effects of the practice. You might have come here for one specific reason, right? But we've got many, many side effects to our practice. So I'm going to make a decision about whether I'd like to come to stand up today. And I'm going to make that transition really slowly and even maybe make it a practice. So coming up a little bit and coming right back down, right? You're going to skip this if you have knee issues. You're just going to come right back up. But I might be exploring coming up slowly, and then taking a moment to reset. That's good. That's really nice, guys. Last one standing wins. Yes, all right. And of course, there's always the option to stay seated. And that is something that you can do to care for your energy levels. Okay, so let's tend to the feet. You can do this whether you're seated or standing. I am sending my mind down to my feet. Where awareness goes, energy flows. So even if you experience numbness in the feet, bringing your awareness there may help. I'm going to pick up all 10 toes if possible. Spread them nice and wide. Dig them back down. So let's try that again. Inhaling, toes lifted, spread wide, just like we do with our hands. And dig them back down. And we can take one more inhale, spread. Dig them down. Beautiful, friends. And then I'm going to come up onto my tiptoes, crickety crack, and flow back down. Breathing in, lifting up, softening down. Going at my own pace today, and I'm working towards finding my edge of my balance. So maybe I take one hand or both hands off my chair and I can come up, float up and float down. See if we could do maybe 3 or 4 more of these tiptoe floats. Just inhabiting my body. Beautiful, Marnie. One last one. Coming down. You've got it, Ginger. Taking a wider stance, a little bit of a wider stance, and I'm flowing my side bending from side to side. With the breath flowing as well. Both legs are strong. Beautiful. Last one. All right, and then I'm releasing the center. I'm going to kind of take a little soft bend to my knees and lean my heart forward. I'm going to let my arms dangle. Letting my arms dangle like two elephant trunks. Then I'm going to see if I could swing my elephant trunks by not moving my arm muscles, but by moving other muscles in my body, like the legs. So my arms remain really slack, inert, not effortful. And I'm feeling this space open up in my shoulders and my elbows, my fingers. And I'm allowing my burdens and my worries to drip off the ends of my fingertips and let them travel somewhere else for a little while. Really let the arms go. Let go of holding the arms. So good. I love it, Karen. Really feeling that. And we're coming up whenever you're ready. Coming up whenever you're ready. And I just love that loosening, letting go exercise. It feels so good to me to just let go. So I'm going to bring my feet together about hips width distance apart if you're standing. And I'm going to bend into my knees and bring my hips back. I'm not shy. And I'm going to notice my belly, and I'm going to pull that belly in towards my spine. And then I'll bring my arms straight out in front. So I'm in a chair pose. I'm kind of making the shape of a chair. I'm going to take a breath. I might exhale, sink a tiny bit deeper, right? If you've got knee issues, you're going to stay fairly lifted here. You got it. A little bit deeper and really squeezing those glute muscles. One more breath. You got it, Linda. And then we're coming up nice and slow, arms lifting up and hands coming to heart center. So let's inhale the arms out and up. And as we exhale, hands come to heart center, we're sinking back down into our chairs, hips are back. Breathing in, arms rise, knees straighten. Breathing out, sinking down into that comfy chair. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sink down, down, down. And last one, inhaling, sinking down. And maybe holding here, remembering that word that brought you here today, and just unfurling it in the banner of your mind across the mind space. And then we're coming up nice and slow, and I don't know about you, but I need a little stretch after that, so I'm just going to walk it out. You can walk it out if you're seated. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Maybe there's a song you'd like to sing to yourself. Somebody came for motion. Here it is. Motion is lotion, friends. Motion is lotion. That's synovial fluid in the joints, lubricating the joints. A lot of us caring for osteoarthritis, so a little bit of movement in a lot of places is the recipe, is the medicine. All right, coming back to stand. You've got it. Can keep up with some of you today. Right foot forward. Left foot back at a little angle, and I'm sinking into my right knee. And maybe I'm just visualizing doing this in my mind's eye, if I would prefer not to do this. And I'm noticing my belly, and I'm going to pull that belly towards the spine, and I'm going to stabilize my left hip by squeezing my left glute muscle and bring my hands to heart center. That's good. If you're feeling wobbly here, you could walk the right foot over to the right, just a little bit. And I'm inhabiting this shape, this warrior one, inhabiting it by filling my breath into my body. And you hold that for one more breath. Really nice. Yep, I'm loving that. Okay, so let's shorten our stances. If you're seated, you could do just a careful little forward fold here. And I'm just going to tip my heart forward. Maybe my hands stay on my hips. That's right, Beth. And I can see you're aware of that pelvic bowl and maybe pulling the belly towards the spine, right? Or I could bring my hands onto my chair. You got it, Linda. I'm just leaning forward. I might keep my gaze lifted if I have vertigo or glaucoma, right? If I get dizzy by moving my head around. Finding a little stretch here, finding your breath. Really nice. Come up nice and slow. We'll just switch sides. So I got my left foot forward, right foot back. Maybe the only thing you're doing here is listening to the breathing cues. Right, so I'm bending into my left knee, squeezing my right glute, doing whatever feels safe with my arms, and filling my whole body with my breath for 3 breaths. Hands to heart center. When I'm ready to come out, shortening the stance, both legs straight, tipping my heart forward, coming into a little forward fold over that front leg. You got it, Karen. That's beautiful. Reverse prayer hands. I love it. Both legs are straight and strong. You got it, Lois. Finding your breath. Tucking that chin. And when you're ready, coming back up to stand. Right, walking it out. If you're seated, walking it out. Maybe taking a sip of water if you would like one. All right. Getting a little jaunty with it. Maybe you would like to practice a cross crawl exercise with me. Oh yeah. Elbow towards the knee, doesn't have to touch, but it's also a balance challenging. Don't forget to breathe. All right, one more on each side, and then we're going to come to stand with the feet together, or sit with the feet together. If you're feeling tired, you can come to sit. That's good, Sophie. And I'm just anchoring down through my feet, letting my arms just relax at my sides. My legs are strong. And if I felt safe doing so, I could close my eyes, or I could hold onto something and close my eyes. And I'm sending my roots down, deep, deep, deep into the earth. A big tap root going down, and then all the little tendrils of roots joining up, meeting each other as we practice in community with one another. You are not alone. This beautiful support network of roots. Opening the eyes, and then we'll practice the balance beam, and then we'll wind down. So I'm just going to step my right foot in front of my left with the toe and the heel touching lightly. I'm holding on to support if I need it, and softening both knees. Play around with putting the weight forward in your front foot and putting the weight back in your back foot. And then find what feels most stable to you, balancing between weight in both feet. I like to also push my feet apart from each other for a little isometric extra. It feels stabilizing to me, but you can try it, see if it's for you. It's really good, Beverly. So finding the edge, wobble out of it. When you find your edge, you are improving. Right? So many of us like beat ourselves up, like I fell out of it. No, that's gold star time in my book. All right, let's switch it up. I'm just going to walk it out between the sides. Switch it up, stepping the left foot in front of the right. Little bit of bend to the knees. Bring the weight into the back foot, the weight into the front foot. Find what feels stable in between those two. Right? Kitty cats are welcome. And I'm pushing my feet apart and trying to meet my edge. Trying to find my edge and saying, oh, hello there, old friends. It is so nice to see you when I find my edge. When I wobble out of it. If it's too easy and you can't find your edge, close your eyes. Do something different. Got it. Got it, Margaret. And then I'm just going to walk it out, and I'm going to give you guys all a high five. Give me a high five. Even if you just visualize that practice, high fives all around. Boom. All right, coming to sit. Coming to sit. And I'm going to take my time. I might even use this as a practice to get stronger in my glutes and my thighs. I might come down little by little. And maybe you're just done and you want to be done. That's fine. All right, really feeling the strength in our group today. So we'll wind down with our usual stretches. That right ankle over the left knee, tapping the bottom of my right foot for a little bit of grounding. A little bit of grounding, maybe massaging that right foot. And then I'll grab on to whatever's available. Could be my shin, my knee. And I'm just reaching forward with my heart until I feel the amount of sensation that feels right to me. And I'm going to let both shoulders relax. And I'm going to find a couple breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. One more easy breath. Really nice. We'll come up to sit. Cross that knee over. And we're twisting the torso to the right. So using that strength of your center to twist to the right. The arms can find some way to support this twist without, too much effort. And I find a really big breath to get taller and an exhalation to twist maybe a little bit deeper. Unwinding back to center and crossing that left ankle over the right knee and massaging the bottom of my left foot or tapping it, whatever would feel grounding to me. Grabbing onto the shin, grabbing onto the knee, and just leaning forward a little bit, see how that would feel. Softening my shoulders down, tucking my chin, taking good care of me with my breath moving in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Easy breath in, easy breath out. Sitting up, you can cross the knee over, twisting the centers of our being to the left. Staying in my twist, supporting that twist with my hands. I could get a little taller on my inhale. I could twist a little tiny bit deeper on my exhale. And then I'm unwinding all the way back and taking one last big stretch, stretching everything. Option to sit or recline wherever you want to be. We're going to wind down with a little breath meditation using our singing bowls. They really are ours. They're not just mine. I love to share my singing bowls with you. So coming to sit or reclining. And rooting down, right? Rooting down through wherever your body is touching the earth or support. And sending those roots down into the earth as deep as you can go. Letting yourself relax and feel that support network of roots all around you. Now I'll invite you to inhale and exhale for roughly the same length. So we're inhaling 2, 3, and we're exhaling 2, 3. Breathing in, breathing out. If you'd like to lengthen it, make it longer, but inhaling and exhaling for roughly the same length of time. Just breathing in, filling the body with the breath, breathing out, letting all the air out. Seeing if you could take 5 more breaths like this. And when you're ready, if it's in your practice today, you could take the hands to heart center and we can close our session with your favorite vowel sound or Om. Breathing in. Thanking you so much for your practice today, friends. Namaste. I will hope to see you this Thursday for our very first Educate and Empower webinar that the Wellness Program is offering. And it's on Tai Chi and Qigong. And it's with a wonderful, wonderful practitioner who came our way thanks to you. You sent this person to me. You sent me a video of this man showing us how to tap and move the energy. And so now he is on our wellness team, and we're going to be hanging out with him on Thursday from 1 to 2:30. We're going to learn the why, and then we're going to practice with him. So I hope to see you there. And if you need to register still and you haven't, I'll put that into the follow-up email. So you'll get the recording from today and also the link to register.